So once again, very good morning. Welcome back to the session, guys. In part of continuation to the time, speed, and distance lesson 2. This session is absolutely interesting question compilation of time, speed, and distance. And before getting into that, let me quickly introduce about myself. If you're watching me first time, my name is Kabilan. I'm a mechanical engineer. 3 years of teaching experience in the field of management exams. I converted various Indian Institute of Management. Guys, you can also follow me on the Unacademy Learning app. This is my user ID KAPILMASQL, where you can see all my exclusive special class videos and stuff. And also you can follow me on the Telegram channel. Join my Telegram channel, Unacademy_Kabilan, to get all my lively class updates and schedules. Hi Rishabh, very good morning. Yeah, a little bit early today. We have some other work to do. So I just started with a bit early. Okay, so kindly let me know whether my audio, video, everything is fine. And yeah, talking about the bumper offer for CAT 2021, guys. If you really want to subscribe, you can buy the plus subscription for today so that you get 1 month of subscription absolutely free. Okay, the offer is extended on a popular demand, and we have this beautiful feature called Ask a Doubt in Unacademy Learning app. Simply click a question which you really want to find the solution for and crop it down to the specific question, and do not forget to mention under which subject it belongs. For example, if you have any of the questions, doubts from time, speed, and distance, take a picture of a question, crop it down, and write. and do not forget to mention it falls into the quantitative aptitude part. After doing that, send it to us. You will receive the solution. And here we have the India's biggest weekly scholarship test for CAT exam, which is happening every Sunday sharp at 5 p.m. Sorry, sharp at 12 p.m. And you can scan now to enroll using this QR code. And you can also use the code KAPI10 to enroll in it. So talking about the price list, if you get one among the top 3, you get 1 year of CAT plus subscription absolutely free. And from rank 4 to 10, it's going to be 75% scholarship. Rank 11 to 50, it's going to be 50% scholarship. Rank 51 to 200, you have 25% scholarship, right? And here we have the iconic batch for CAT 2021, where you will be given a personal mentor who will be a graduate from top B school, and a proper test analysis and reports will be made. We'll be concentrating on OMET's preparation as well, that is for other management entrance test preparations, excluding CAT, and all the benefits of plus subscription included. And here we have the learners who aced CAT 2020 with flying colors. And if you aspire to be one for the next year, that is for CAT 2021, you can start enrolling in our batches, which are kick-starting on 26th of June, practice drill 1.0 for CAT 2021. 30th of June, we have the revision guide 1.0 for CAT 2021. And 3rd of July, it is the practice with experts 2.0 for CAT 2021. So this is all about a quick introduction about the, various courses and the notifications from Unacademy itself. And we'll just dump into the continuation of the previous question that we did yesterday. Yes, I think this should be the next question that we really need to follow up. Hi, Amit Raj. Yes, absolutely an interesting topic. Yes, Rishabh. Yes, absolutely. Pravesh, come soon. Rishabh is missing you. Come on. He's just waiting for you to compete with you throughout the session. So, guys, let's try to do this, no? Let's try to do this. This question, Alok notices that his average speed when he covered half the distance of a race was 30 km per hour. Okay. And what should be his average speed over the second half of the race if he's aim to finish the race with an average speed of 40? That's a question. Okay. Come on, guys. Start doing this. how to do this, and let me know what exactly is the right answer as well. Whether it is option A, B, C, or D. Okay, Amit has got 45 kilometers. Good. Amit has got 45 kilometers. Option A. How about Rishabh? What exactly is the right answer for this? See, as we know already, the average speed. The average speed for the complete journey. The formula is actually 2AB by A plus B. Right? If I'm not wrong. So now, if you try to listen very carefully, guys, in this case, you have a distance. Okay, listen very carefully. You have a distance, and in this case, let's say this point is A, this point is B, and this midpoint is C. Now, what happens? Alok, he notices that from A to C, his average speed was from A to C, his average speed was 30 km per hour. And you're asked to find what about his average speed over the second half, that is from C to P. How much it is? Let me take it as X. But I know the fact that the complete average speed, the average speed throughout from A to B, it is 40 kilometers per hour. That's it. Now, what I can simply do, I'll simply use this formula to decode and get the answer. The complete average speed, the distance here is exactly the same, this thing and this thing. So if it is equal, the complete average speed is what? 40 km per hour, which is equal to 20 into A is nothing but 30, and B, let me take it as X divided by 30 plus X. That's it. So if this thing goes this side, how much exactly will it be? So this goes, 20 and 0 goes out. So we'll be getting 60x plus 2x is equal to 3x. And the value of x will be what then? The value of x is equal to option 3, 60 km per hour. That's it. If you are clear with this, just give me a thumbs up, guys. Very good, Rishabh. It is absolutely option C, 60 km per hour. Amit, what you have done mistake here is, yes, definitely one more formula for average speed is nothing but total distance divided by total time taken. Yeah, total distance divided by total time taken. But yeah, we are completely unaware of the time, how much it has taken. Okay, so if that is the case, then definitely we can use this beautiful formula, that is average speed is 2 into AB by A plus B, provided that the speed A and speed B, is covered in a distance which are equally the same. The distance should be the same. This is speed A and this is speed B. Where it covers A to C and C to B, both the distance are ultimately the same. Okay, is that clear? Okay, I'm really sorry, Rishabh. I didn't notice your answer. Okay, I'm really sorry. I was doing a solution. No problem. I'll definitely acknowledge your answers. For the next question, guys. Come on, start doing this. I hope Pravesh has given the attendance. Pravesh is still pending. Yeah. So you have the next question, that is Shakti drives from town A to town B at 30 km per hour and returns at 50 km per hour. Yeah. So, you have one more person who is Sinha from town A to town B. He drives at 40 km per hour and returns at 40 km per hour. Okay. If Sinha takes 40 minutes less, what is the distance between the two towns? That's your question. Come on, guys, start doing this question. What exactly is the right answer? You have two persons here. You have Shakti and Sinha. Shakti, he drives from, let's say, this is town A. If this is town A and town B, first person is Shakti. Shakti drives from town A to town B at 30 km per hour, and he returns at 50 km per hour. Yeah. Okay. The second person is Sinha. Sinha is actually traveling from town A to town B at 40 km per hour and returns at 40 km per hour. Okay. Now they have said if Sinha takes 40 minutes less means what? Less than Shakti it is. Okay. The word is missing. Less than Shakti. You need to find what is the distance between the two towns. Come on, guys. Start doing this. Hi Hitansh Doshi, welcome to the session. Very big hello. Come on, guys, start doing this. I just gave you the exact scenario. Both of them, they're traveling the same distance. So let me take the distance to be D. Okay. Much better. Come on, guys, start doing this. What exactly is the right answer? Everybody. So let me try to do this. Listen very carefully. If I take the distance to be D from A to B, right? So what is the time taken by Shakti? Time taken by Shakti, if you see, it is from A to B. Time is actually what? Distance by speed, right? 30 plus E by 50. This is the time taken by Shakti. Like in the same way, if you go for the time taken by Sinha, it is D by 40 plus D by 40. So you get ultimately 2D by 40. Okay. Now I know the fact that Sinha takes 40 minutes less than Shakti. If that is the case, then the time taken by Sinha is nothing but 2D by 40 is equal to time taken by Shakti, that is D by 30 plus D by 50 minus 40, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so now listen very carefully, guys. Here, if you try to notice the speeds are given in hours. But if you try to see this 40, it is given in minutes. So try converting this 40 minutes into hours. It becomes 40 by 60, which is ultimately 2 by 3. That's it. Now try to solve this, guys. If you try to solve this, what exactly will you be getting here? So you get bring this 2 by 3 to this side and 2d by 40 to the right hand side. If you do that, the LCM will be ultimately 600. LCM is 600 and you get 20d plus 12d minus 30d so this is going to be equal to 2 by 3. And if you try to solve this, what exactly you'll be getting here? So 20d plus 12d minus 30d, that is 2d by 600 is equal to 2 by 3. 2 goes out and this thing goes exactly 200. So the value of d is ultimately, the value of d is equal to 200 kilometers. That's it. The answer for this question is option 1. The distance between the two towns A and B, it is 200, right? Is that 250 or 200, Rishabh? Kindly cross check your answer. See, Sinha takes 40 minutes less means this is the time taken by Sinha, which is actually the time taken by Shakti minus 40. You're getting this. You're getting this, Rishabh. That's how it should be. Yes. Is that clear? Just give me a thumbs up if you're super clear with this, everybody. LCM is 600. So 600 means you get 30 into 20. So 20d plus, this thing is what? Yes, exactly. Sinha takes 40 minutes less. So how it will be exactly there? Time taken by Sinha is actually equal to time taken, does this be Sinha, time taken by Shakti minus 40. Is that right or not? Is that right? That's what I did here. That's what I did here. Yes. How it will be Shakti plus 40? How it will be Shakti plus 40, Rishabh? Rishabh, if you try to understand this thing, no, listen very carefully. Sinha takes 40 minutes less. Let's say if Shakti takes 100 minutes now to travel from A to B. If Shakti takes 100 minutes, then Sinha will take how many minutes? Sinha will take 60 minutes. Is that right? So from this, can I say 60 is nothing but 100 minus 40? For example, I'm telling you. For example, I'm telling you. That's what I've written here. Time taken by Sinha is time taken by Shakti minus 40. That's it. You're getting this, Rishabh? See, we can do this in the other way as well. We can do this in the other way as well. If I try to do this, now listen very carefully. So listen, this thing I'll take it up. That is time taken by Sinha is actually time taken by Shakti minus 40. I can also say that time taken by Shakti minus time taken by Sinha is equal to 40. That's it. Is that right? Is that right? So what is time taken by Shakti here? Time taken by Shakti is D by 30 plus D by 50 minus time taken by Sinha, it is 2D by 40, which is equal to 40 by 60, which is nothing but 2 by 3. In this case, you'll get plus 2 by 3. Okay, now if you try to solve this, you get exactly the value of D to be 200 kilometers. Okay, cool, no problem. We'll try to do a lot more questions. Come on, try to start this question. Come on, guys, what exactly is the right answer for the next? Very interesting question. An important question as well. Start doing this, guys. Hashtag 2 minutes doodle. Try to break this. So let's try to do this question. Listen very carefully, guys. You have Karthik, who starts from his house at 6 p.m. and travels to a tuition center where his son Vinayak finishes a coaching class at 7 p.m. Okay. And they both return home by 8 p.m. Fine, this is one normal case. One fine day, what happens? The class ended at 6 p.m. Okay, and Vinayak started walking towards his house. So listen very carefully, guys. Here, this is his home and this is his class. So now what happens? Karthik, Karthik starts at 6 p.m. By this time, Vinayak, his tuition has got finished by 6 p.m. So at 6 p.m., Vinayak started walking here. And his father, as usual, started at 6 p.m., right? And picked up his son on the way. Okay. And returned home at 7:45 p.m. So they returned home at 7:45 p.m. You need to find for how long was the son walking. That's your question. You need to find for how long was the son walking. Come on, guys, try to decode this question and get me the right answer for this. Very interesting question. Okay, Rishabh has got 12 minutes. Yeah. Is that the right answer? Whether he walked only 12 minutes, is that the right answer? I think you need to quickly cross check. We have multiple options here. Kindly just ignore these options. These are not the relevant options. Okay, the options are 7.5, 15, 45, and 52.5. That's your options. Very simple. The logic is very simple. If I try to decode it, listen very carefully. If I try to decode it, no, it is not 24 minutes as well, Rishabh. Let me try to make you clear. Listen, I know the fact that Karthik, that is his father, he starts by 6, reaches at 7 to the tuition center and reaches his home at 8. Right? Excuse me. Okay. So now, on fine day, what happens? Vinayak's class is being over by 6. So he starts walking. If that is the case, no? Because of this, Vinayak started walking towards his home. His father, he picked Vinayak on the way, and they both reached the home at what time? 7:45 p.m. Right? If that is the case, what is the time saved? What is the time saved? It is 15 minutes. The time saved in the total journey, it is 15 minutes. If it is 15 minutes, then each way, then if you try to find what is the time saved each way it will be 7.5 minutes, if I'm not wrong. In each way, that is from his home to the class and class to his home on the way. Each way time saved is 7.5 minutes. So if that is the case, then Karthik picked his son at 6, what, 50, Karthik picked his son in actually 6:52.5 minutes, if I'm not wrong. This will be the time Karthik has picked his son. But what is your question? You need to find for how long was the son walking. So for how long it is? It is exactly 52.5. So it's going to be 52.5 minutes. That is exactly 52 1/2 minutes. For this much time, Vinayak has been walking. You're getting this thing, guys. Kindly give me a thumbs up. So each way he saves 7.5 minutes. From home to his tuition and tuition to his home. The total time saved is 15 minutes. Right? So such that if you try to subtract, his travel time is 1 hour. But if you try to subtract 7.5 minutes from 1 hour, you get a total of 52.5 minutes. That's it. Is that clear? Yeah. That's why I ruled out the last options actually. So the options are the right answer is 52.5. Give me a thumbs up, guys, if you're super clear with this, everyone. Let's go for the next question. Yes. Try to solve this question, guys. Come on. So in a 300-meter race, Karan beats Arjun by 22.5 meter or 6 seconds. What is the time taken by Arjun to complete the race? That's your question. So listen very carefully, guys. Let's say if this is a race path, the total distance is 300 meters. In this case, Karan is here. Karan, he beats Arjun by 22.5 meters. Which means you need to find what is the time taken by Arjun to complete the race. Okay. So how to do this, guys? How to do this? Come on, just let me know what exactly is the right answer. Very simple. I can simply take this statement. What is that exactly? Karan beats Arjun by 22.5 meter or 6 seconds. If that is the case, can I say Arjun completes 22.5 meters in 6 seconds? Which means what will be the speed of Arjun? Speed of Arjun, it will be 22.5 by 6 meter per second, if that is the case. Now, if you find what is the time taken by Arjun, time taken by Arjun is nothing but this is 300 divided by 22.5 into 6. That's it. So, if you try to solve this, guys, what exactly will be the answer for this? $80 exactly. So, the answer is option 3. 80 is exactly the right answer. Very good, Rishabh. Very good, very good. Option 3 it is exactly. Good. We'll go for the next question. Try, start doing this. many of you will be having a doubt here. If they say Karan beats Arjun by 22.5 or 6 seconds, then many of you will be having whether this has to be Karan or Arjun. I'll try to make you clear. Okay, listen very carefully. This statement means what? If Karan is here, let's say if Karan has finished the race, if he has covered 300 meters, Arjun will be here, let's say, some 22.5 meters apart from Karan in the same time. Okay, in the same time when Karan finished the race, Arjun will be here 22.5 meters apart from the winning pole. And or 6 seconds means what? Karan is 6 seconds ahead of Arjun, which means this will take Arjun 6 seconds. That's it. So the distance is given, the time taken is given. Okay, so the speed will be ultimately 22.5 by 6. This will be the speed of Arjun. Okay, come on guys, start doing the next question. So the next question. Try solving this question, guys. Very important question. Gain a hashtag 2-minute doodle. You can't solve this, Rishabh. Good. Let's try to do this. Listen very carefully. Here, a car traveling from Bangalore to Mysore It overtakes a two-wheeler at Bangalore at 2 p.m. So listen very carefully. Let's say if this is Bangalore and if this is Mysore. A car is traveling from Bangalore to Mysore. It overtakes a two-wheeler at Bangalore at 2 p.m. Okay. So the car is here, the two-wheeler is here. Both are here at 2 p.m. Okay. And the car arrives at Mysore at 6 p.m. So the car is here now at 6 p.m. It halts at Mysore for 1 hour correctly and turns back towards Bangalore. So the car, it is leaving towards Bangalore at 7 p.m. Okay. Fine. And meets the two-wheeler at 9 p.m. on the same day. Okay. The car, it meets the two-wheeler at 9 p.m. on the same day. The question is, when will the two-wheeler reach Mysore? That's your question. Listen very carefully, guys. Let's try to do this. Listen very carefully. If you take this, the car is here at 2 p.m. and it reaches, Mysore at 4 p.m. So what is the time taken by the car to reach Mysore to Bangalore and Bangalore to Mysore? It is 4 hours. Is that right? The time taken by the car to reach Bangalore to Mysore and Mysore to Bangalore, it is 4 hours. Fine. If you take the two-wheeler, the two-wheeler, it starts at 2 p.m. from the Bangalore and it travels slowly. But the car, it meets the two-wheeler at 9 p.m. Okay, so if you see this, the time is 7 p.m. here. At 9 p.m., where exactly will be the car? The car will be exactly at the center, if I'm not wrong. How? The total time taken by the car to travel from Bangalore to Mysore and Mysore to Bangalore is 4 hours. In 2 hours, the car will be exactly at 9 p.m. At 9 p.m., the car will be exactly here at the center of Bangalore and Mysore. Yes. So here, the car, it meets the two-wheeler at 9 p.m. Car is towards this way, two-wheeler is towards this way. Now it is super clear. So how much time it takes? Time taken by the two-wheeler to reach half distance. How much it is? It starts by 2. It's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it takes 7 hours by the two-wheeler to reach half distance. So what will be the time taken by the two-wheeler to reach full distance, the complete distance? It's going to be 14 hours if I'm not wrong. It's going to be 14 hours. So from 2 p.m., if you try to count 14 hours, you will be getting exactly 4 a.m. on the next day. So the answer is absolutely option 3. Option 3, 4 a.m. the next day is exactly the right answer. Is that clear, Rishabh? Everybody, just kindly give me a thumbs up, guys, if you're watching me live and if you understood the question and if you're super clear with this. Come on, give me a thumbs up, guys. The logic is very simple. Not too much of calculation is involved. What you need to understand here is the actual time taken by the car when it reaches half a distance is 7 hours. So to complete the full distance, it will be 14 hours. That's it. If you are super clear with this, give me a thumbs up, guys. We'll go for the next question. Come on. Start doing the next question. Yes, without Pravesh, it is less competitive. I completely understand this. Yeah. So the average speed for an entire journey is 60 km per hour without considering the stoppages. Okay. When you consider the stoppages, the average speed becomes 40 km per hour. Okay. You need to find how many stoppages per hour were there in each stop lasted for 5 minutes. Okay, each stop it lasted for 5 minutes. Is that option D, Rishabh? Yeah. Is that well? Kindly cross check your answer. Listen very carefully now. If I try to consider the average speed for an entire journey without stoppage, I can able to cover a maximum of 60 kilometers per hour. But if I try to cover, consider the stoppages, it takes only 40 kilometers. Okay, it takes only 40 kilometers. So if that is the case, with stoppage, if it happens, Rishabh, I think you need to quickly cross check your answer. 12 is actually not the right one. Listen very carefully. With stoppage, that implies he saves, there is a 40 kilometer time. He can cover 40 kilometers. He can able to cover 40, sorry, with stoppage he can cover only 40 kilometers, which means 20 kilometer is being saved without stoppage. Is that right? So if that is the case, this means what, 60 kilometers being covered in 60 minutes. So 20 kilometer will be covered in how many minutes? 20 minutes. And I know the fact that each stoppage lasts for 5 minutes. So simply just divide it by 5, you get exactly option 1, 4 stoppages. That's the right answer. Is that right? Okay, you took LCM of 40 and 60. Okay, you got the, this thing. No, this logic will not work, no, Rishabh. Rishabh, if you ask me, if you take LCM of 40 and 60, you get a total of 120, but that's not the case. You need to assume it here. You can go with much more easy logical way. How it really works? See, if I try to, continue my journey without the stoppage through entire journey, in 60 minutes, I can able to cover 60 kilometer in 60 minutes. But if I go with stoppages, I can able to cover in 60 minutes only 40 kilometers. Is that right? So what exactly is my speed here? The speed is actually 60 kilometers per hour. Right? The actual speed of me it is 60 kilometer per hour. But if this stoppage consumes 20 kilometers. Stoppage consumes 20 kilometers, which means it consumes 20 minutes. So if one stoppage lasted for 5 minutes, no? Then if you simply divide it by 5, you will get exactly 4 stoppages. So you'll be having 4 stoppages, each lasted for 5 minutes, so that a total of 20 minutes is being, allocated for the stoppages. That's it. Is that clear? Give me a thumbs up, guys, if you're clear with this. Come on. Let's go for the next question. Yes, exactly. Yes, 12 stoppages in 3 hours journey. Yes, exactly. You can do in this way as well. So if you have 3 hours journey for 12 stoppages, which means exactly you have 4 stoppages, right? Exactly, good. So what I do here, a flight of SpiceJet from Delhi to Mumbai has an average speed of 700 km per hour without any stoppage. Whereas a flight of SpiceJet from Delhi to Mumbai has an average speed of 560 km per hour with stoppage at Baroda. Okay. You need to find what is the average stoppage time per hour of SpiceJet if both the planes fly at the same speed. Come on. Just like the same way how we did the previous one. If you try to see this from Delhi to Mumbai without any stoppage, it flies, it can able to cover a maximum of 700 kilometers per hour. Right? Whereas a flight from, again Delhi, this is flight 1, if this is flight 2 with stoppage, let's say in between at Baroda, with stoppage, it can able to cover only 560 kilometers per hour, which means there is 140 kilometers per hour is being wasted when you try to stop in the stoppages. Okay, you need to find the average stoppage time per hour. Average stoppage time per hour if both the planes fly at the same speed. So listen very carefully, guys. If I take this thing, that is without stoppage, it flies at 700 km per hour, which means in 60 minutes it can able to fly 700 kilometers. Fine. So how much minutes it will take for 140 kilometers? That's what you need to find. Take it as x, do cross multiplicate. If you do this, the value of x will be ultimately 60 into 140 divided by 700. 0 goes out and you get 2 by 10. Ultimately you get 12. The value of x to be 12. So in 60 minutes, you can able to cover 700 kilometers, means then it will take 12 minutes for this 140 kilometers. So the average stoppage time per hour it is 12 minutes if the both planes they start at the same speed. That's it. Is that clear, guys? Give me a final thumbs up if you are super clear with this. Let's just wind up this time, speed and distance with here, and let's try to do a lot more interesting question. So we have problems on trains for the next session sharp at 3 p.m. Okay, stay tuned everyone. With that, we'll try to do a lot more interesting question. Okay, so if you are clear with this, do not forget to like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel Unacademy CAT4MBA, and also our Telegram channel CAT MBA. Right, signing off with this. Have a good day.